Good afternoon, Neopians. Festival of the Neggs, day 2. I already have Jelly Neo up because I don't trust that I know what the hint will be, but I will give it my best try. Here we are. This is very strange. I talked with all the shopkeepers who volunteered to hide the Neggs this year, and they all refused to tell me what's going on. Do you remember last time? There was some weird note that said, like, don't worry, I hid all the Neggs or something. It was something. Tune into my last episode. In fact, they all seemed very excited for some reason. That means at least nothing malicious is going on, and if that's the case, then I can really see myself getting excited as well. I'm sorry, I know this isn't what you signed up for when joining the festival, but looks like we have a mystery on our hands. Another note from the particular thief was left here. It reads, no need to worry, no need to fear, the Neggs are all quite safe here. I'll leave you a clue each day so that you too can join in the play. And for those quite smart that solve them as quick as a dart, remember that for every phrase I turn, there's a bigger pattern. Can you guess who I am before the event ends and I have to scram? That's odd. Well, the next clue's on the back of the note, so when you're ready, we can try and solve it together. How fun. I want it to be Orion, but I want it to be evil Orion. So remember how, like, his, like, evil tethered rhymes a whole lot? That's who I want, but like, if Orion doesn't become a permanent Neopets fixture, I don't think I can do it. Okay, so the next hint is time for more fashion. Yes, time for a show. The shop shows its passion by being hot to go. Is it Cogs Togs? Because that's fashion, but Moltara's hot. If it's not Cogs Togs, um, we're gonna check Jelly Neo. Boom, boom, boom. I'm so smart. Looks like you found the item. You find the stash of eggs underneath a few cogs. Kyrie picks some up. We solved it. It's fun being on the other side of this with you, but don't worry, you can still pick whichever Negg you would like. Did you know the pet known as a Tuffalo was first discovered nearby underneath the Moltaria Obsidian Co. building? So, I think I'm gonna go with paper today. I already did a hatchling Negg. I'm in love with the goth Negg, but I think I'm gonna go with paper. But I'm gonna select all of them at some point. So we're gonna go with this one. And I get a book. Cool. Now I always just come back at the end, check, check. And that was day 2. So that's cool. That is cool. That is fun. That's next day 2. I'm gonna quickly zap and then I'll let you all go. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I want Orion's evil to be the one behind this. I don't know how this is going to tie into like the plot. I also don't know if like Harry was still supposed to be Gray, if the plot was supposed to be over by this point, so we had to like change everything around. Who knows who it could be? But no. A red walkie. Okay. All right. Whatever. So now I have a red walkie. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. That's fine. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Festival and Eggs, day 2. Now, through the end of the festival, I will check in every single day, but because the first day is like day like 1.5, because it comes in like midway through the day, that's why I didn't check in yesterday, and I was gonna do dailies yesterday, but I didn't feel like it, so here we go. Cool. Actually, let me just read this some book freak before I forget, before I chuck it in my inventory and never see it again. And there we go. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Who do you think is behind all this mystery stuff? Mine is Orion's evil tether person. All right, cool, bye.